Imagine your senses being sensitive at a near molecular level, that you have an awareness of things so minute, organisms that live around us, on us, and within us, that we live our lives unconscious of. Suddenly, the microscopic becomes macroscopic. When you are existing between the spaces in between. If you could truly experience your life on a molecular level. Biophysics now suggests that our biological systems are tuned into the background frequency of our planet via the Schumann resonances. The first 5 Schumann resonances overlap with the brain frequency bands or waves. Brainwaves are grouped according to their frequencies and are labeled with Greek letters. Their most common frequencies include delta, theta, alpha, and beta. Quantum physics has shown that everything in the universe vibrates and resonates with a unique frequency. Resonance occurs when a given system, tuned to a certain frequency, begins to oscillate or amplifies the presence of a preferential external frequency. Together, 2 frequencies have the power to influence each other if both are tuned in concordance for resonance. Simply put, one vibrational frequency can harmonize with another. Imagine concept art, an alien landscape, moss and lichen bubbles floating low in the sky, organic rock constructed from polyps and coral, grazing on fungi, inspired by photorealistic 8K cinema, 16. Hello. Thank you for joining us today as we stream to you from within the Resonite VR platform, BCI and non-human biodata into VR and beyond. Some of you may have heard of Nanotopia from Mycelia VR or from my research and explorations into fungal mycelium, working with biomaterials and biodata sonification.
Oh, sorry, seem to be unmuted.
Working with biomaterials and biodata sonification towards bio-remediative measures, and within my work as an interdisciplinary artist in soundworks and expanded reality installations. I think I need to check the stream. Am I muted? Hold on.
They can hear you now.
Okay, I am not muted. Sorry about that. We've been experiencing some technical glitches as you do in VR. It's okay. So here I go again. I'm going to repeat myself. So Sentience is an immersive expanded reality project exploring and visualizing the intricate spaces in between human senses by making the invisible world of microorganisms tangible and perceptible to our conscious minds. Sentience combines real-time fungal biodata streams with EEG data from guests within the experience, creating a shared environment where participants perceive and interact with the microscopic connections formed within us, on us, and around us. Joining me today are colleagues and collaborators, seasoned Resonite Game Jam board member Rix, and game coder and neuroscientist and friend Brendan Lehman of Dreambike Toronto. So I'm going to pass it over to Neurochems, aka Brendan Lehman, who will talk to us a little bit more about what exactly is going on here. Take it.
Okay. You can hear me okay? Yeah, so we've recently figured out how to capture brain data with EEG equipment, something I do in my work. Right, yeah, so we're capturing brain data with EEGs, and yeah, we've been doing some work lately on getting this data into Resonite, and we have a bit of a pipeline between collecting data off the scalp with EEG equipment, sending it through a number of apps with OSC streams, and using an app called Node-RED to interface it with Resonite and its WebSocket capability. So we're getting, as you can see here with our little demonstration, we're getting alpha activity and theta activity. The hardware we're using is set up to measure areas that are specifically related to meditation, calm, and focus. So right now I'm focused on what I'm going to say. So we're getting some activity, and yeah, I can take a little break and do a little demo if yeah, try to manipulate it a little bit. And yeah, so trying to think actively which will turn these frequency bands down, which these ones are associated with focus. And yeah, now that I'm engaged again, it's picking back up. So yeah, we can have a lot of fun with these in Resonite, and we're looking forward to getting creative with it. These mushrooms are, yeah, just a very simple demo of what we can do with morphing avatars and objects in the world and changing the environment based on what participants are feeling at the time. And yeah, just scratching the surface here, and we're looking forward to doing more with it.
Awesome. So I would like to now introduce Rix, who is going to talk about how in the world did we get and what are we doing here? Like, how did we bring all the BCI information and how we will eventually bring in like other non-human organisms biodata into the world. So take it, Rix.
Oh, hello everybody. My name is Rix, and I'm one of the many members of the Creator Jam crew, and we are usually here in Resonite, and we come together every weekend and build work together, and Nanotopia asked me if I can help her. So I did, and I'm telling you now how we made all this magic here happen. Because we actually started only a few days ago, but since we have like a lot of tools here in Resonite, we could simply build this little prototype, and it kind of worked. So if you go to my view, you can actually look over the whole setup which we did here. So as already mentioned, we have this little workflow here, which is basically a flow graph represented in Node-RED. Node-RED is a JavaScript application which runs in the background and ties together the open sound control protocol with the WebSockets, and WebSockets can be natively read in Resonite. So we're just getting the data, converting them a little bit, then converting them to CSV, because this is a simple format to use here, and then we are sending it over the WebSocket. Here in Resonite, this is the native programming language in Resonite, and we can actually establish a connection to this Node-RED application with these WebSocket elements here, and they're usually run by a single user here. And once data arrives, we get all these impulses here. Every one of these little dots represent one data point which arrives here. So we are waiting it at the moment for this demonstration. So every 200 milliseconds we get one data point, and then the whole flow here gets updated. And what we're doing, all this spaghetti here is basically parsing the CSV file which we get, and then converting them to something which is called dynamic variables, and I can tell you in a bit what these things do. But usually we can actually look into this. So this is how these data comes in from the WebSocket, and then the whole conversion takes part here. So as I mentioned, all the data points get stored in these dynamic variables. And dynamic variables are one of the concepts how to store data in Resonite. And these variables get stored here, and they update every few seconds. And what we can do is we can plug this data now, and we can also attach objects to it. For example, the emission and this particular system here, they interact with the brainwave activities. And yeah, and this is how we can build other systems.
Yeah. So what we have here is we've set up alpha and theta waves that are coming in. And I think that was pretty much it for our demonstration for today. And I want to thank everyone truly for joining us, and Immersive for having us in VR Days, and Jason Moore, thank you. Michael Barngrover, thank you. Yeah. So if there's any questions, if anybody has questions out there, let us know either in the Twitch chat, or if you're on site watching this stream. There is a bit of a delay. I don't know if that's noticeable, but feel free to ask Jason, and Jason will get us those questions in here, and we will answer them to the best of our ability. Thank you. So, how's it going? Any questions? Should I check? I can't check Jason, but if Jason can ask you. Hold on, I'm gonna check the Twitch. Okay, so I think that might be it. I haven't heard from Jason yet.
Okay, we get one question from the audience,
Okay.
and they were asking if the data from the mushrooms is live, or was it pre-recorded?
The data from the mushrooms at this moment was pre-recorded. We only had time really to focus on bringing in the brainwave information. So you can see here, I've just moved the camera over here so you can see like what a setup kind of looks like for that. underneath a headset, having all this gear on. Yeah. But we will, we can bring in the biodata and things like that. So it's not in the world right now, but it's in my studio. So performing the mycelium was attached to the synthesizer, but it's not attached to Resonite as of yet. So, any other questions?
So Jason is asking, but there seem to be no other questions.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so thank you again, everyone. I guess we can all stand together here.
Oh, they are all waving to us,
Oh,
so we can just...
I'm waving. Stand behind me. Hey. Yeah. Come over here, Neurochems. Where are you? Come here. Yeah. So yeah, thanks again. Here we are. And yeah, have a great time at VR Days. Yay!
Yay!
Bye.
Bye, and have a great time there.